Well, I think it'll cater for the tourists, which is what we're trying to attract, and of course for business. I think it's very important. As I said, it's the bang into the financial hub in London, the capital of business. I think will attract people to come to Gibraltar. Easier to come into Gibraltar. So yeah, I think it'll attract business and leisure.
Now, we do already have some flights to London. We've got Gatwick, we've got Heathrow, we've got Luton. Is there not another route that might have been more beneficial to include in our schedule?
I think London is always busy. Whenever I've flown to London, it's always busy. Be it Gatwick, be it Luton, be it Heathrow. This is a seasonal venture. It's twice a week. So it's something that we think that London is always in demand, and insofar as whether it would have been better to go for the routes, well, that will come too.
Is there a risk of saturating the market at all?
I don't think so at all. At this moment, we need to see that how things develop. COVID is still new. The post-COVID world, how business operates when we start to move out of COVID. So it's going to be interesting to see. But I don't really think, because London has always been in demand.
Now, the government and the opposition have continued to clash over the last couple of weeks over the proposed Bilbao flight, which was going to be run by Volotea. Is this announcement a way of compensating for what happened regarding that situation?
No, it's not a question of compensating anything. This is we've got a lot of things in the pipeline, and this has happened we've managed to. They wanted to announce it now because the route is going to start on the 25th of June. So as always, airlines like to have a couple of months, 2 or 3 months before for them to market their new product.
I know BA is the one that's announced this flight today, but of course it's been with liaison from yourself. You've been accused of needing to be more circumspect by the opposition regarding your public pronouncements. Given that the UK, as you mentioned, is still very much in the pandemic and international travel is not happening and won't until at least May the 17th, is this announcement a little bit premature?
No, what we've said in our statements that airlines take decisions depending on how COVID is evolving. And if, for example, if there is no travel allowed out of the UK, then the flight might be delayed. But apart from that, look, there's no need. I mean, what we're getting is negative comments that are damaging to Gibraltar by the opposition. They don't seem to understand the damage they do each time they issue a statement of this sort, because that is all they do: damage Gibraltar, play down Gibraltar, play down Gibraltar's economy, play down the work the government is putting behind the scenes to make sure that we pick up from where we left off and make it even better. But that is, our people are intelligent enough to see through that. They will see the damage that the opposition does to Gibraltar.
You've mentioned quite a few airlines you've spoken to over the last year, and you have made quite a few announcements. There was Wizz Air, Volotea, of course, and now this flight too. So how do these proposals come about? Are you proposing these routes specifically? Do the airlines come to you saying that they'd like to do these routes? Who chooses what routes we're sort of taking up here?
I think the choice of routes normally is something that we propose. It's sort of a joint agreement. Look, at the end of the day, from the commercial side, it is their airline. They will fly what they think is going to make them money at the end of the day. That is, we can't just propose routes. These are not, the airlines don't belong to us. They belong to them, and they need to see that it's commercially viable for them to fly to Gibraltar.
So given that it's a joint proposal to some extent, what other routes will you be looking at, or will you be looking to sort of stop now?
No. There's no stopping. We carry on working. This government carries on working. We want to. I mean, I have a vision for Gibraltar Airport, a very ambitious vision for Gibraltar Airport, and look, we'll try and attract all the routes possible to Gibraltar.